I've done this in like 50 takes. Take 50. Because this is how amateurish it is. Like, I'm kind of reluctant to, because there's it's collaboration. I gotta say this all over again. It's collaboration. Everyone else is doing the same thing. A lot of my fellow YouTubers, or not fellow YouTubers, like I know what they are. A lot of the YouTubers I'm subscribed to are doing the same kind of video, and I thought I would do it because you can get them the link to Nano V movies, who I'm not subscribed to. I watch a few of his videos, like his Incredibles one. I think another one too. I don't know. Oh, and Deadpool 2 one. Now I'm going to talk about a movie that not a lot of people like, but I kind of like. I get why people don't like it, and I don't like it. I dislike it for the same reasons. But I also think it's massively entertaining, like Tim Gerberson. This is really hard to read. Why would they do that? I'm gonna have like kid. I don't know if you can read that. Why would they do that? That is so weird. But anyways, I'm gonna be talking about probably the scene that I think I'm sure that those of you who have seen this movie know what I'm going to be talking about. And I hope no one else is talking about it, because I want to be that one person that talks about a scene that not a lot of other people are talking about. But, oh, I should have gotten Dark Phoenix to the library today. Probably had it too. I still want to see that movie. I've heard it's absolutely awful, and that's why I'm getting at the library, even though I get good movies at the library all the time. But, because I don't want to pay an HBO subscription to watch that. Yeah, I can watch It Check 2 again. But, I don't know. Probably should just get an HBO subscription just to watch it. 7-day free trial. I can watch other movies too. But anyways, so this is gonna be the Magneto scene where he loses his family, and that for me, like, was when I realized that this might be somewhat of an underrated gem, because I think a lot of reviewers, they kind of forget about the good scenes in a bad movie, and they focus on the bad, and that's why Spider-Man 3 is reviewed so poorly, is because everyone hates all the bad scenes in the movie, which I hate too, but the good doesn't outweigh the bad for them. And it's really hot in here. I don't know why it's so hot in here. Usually it's on setting. There's a thunderstorm outside, and it's because it's humidity and stuff. But yeah, I will admit, I did stop watching it, and I had like no incentive to go back to rewatch it. But if I was gonna watch Dark Phoenix anyways, I decided, the hell with it, might as well rewatch Days in the Days of Future Past. And I should watch that again too. X-Men Apocalypse. And again, there are better scenes in it. I'm not saying it's the best scene. It's why I'm calling it. It's why people are calling it one excellent scene. We could be here all day if I talked about my top 10, my top scenes, and not even top 10, because I couldn't even put it in top 10. But no, cancel. But I want to talk about, I want to not talk about something that a lot of other people are talking about. It's kind of like, why watch this guy's video, even though you probably aren't gonna. I'm sorry that this is immature, so I'm just gonna see if they have Dark Phoenix here. It's funny how easy texting this way is rather than this way. I think it'd be harder. They actually don't have it. They have The Last Stand, though. You can watch The Last Stand, the movie I already have. Damn. That one's pretty good, too, but there's no, like... I think I like this one better than Last Stand, even though I have an appreciation for Last Stand that not a lot of other people do, but this one does not have as many good scenes as the other one does. Except for the first scene. That first scene is really good. But this is, like... I kind of want to more focus on the good scenes in a bad movie like this. I wouldn't say, as much as I did enjoy it, I'm not going to say that it's a good movie. It's just good. It's okay. It's passable. I'm not upset that I spent money on this. Yeah, that's right. Because I think I had like an Amazon gift card, and it was $10 because whoever gave it to me was a cheapskate. No, it's probably because they couldn't afford to give me anything else. I'm glad I got what I got, obviously. It was a joke. So, I'm getting off track here. But that scene is just like, it's well shot. It's not pandering. Like, it's not not forcing you to feel for a character you don't care about. And even though and it's like also one of those movies that you don't see these characters that die. It's his whole family. You don't see them for a really long time. And yeah, you could make the argument that when he's telling his daughter the story, you're like, oh, gee, I wonder what's gonna happen. I did have that feeling too, even though I knew what was gonna happen. But I think even my first time, if I'd been paying attention, because I don't think I made that joke to myself. I probably would have been like, oh, wait, I wonder what's gonna happen now. But it's not painfully done. It's not like how Dark Phoenix would handle it, where it's like, gee, I wonder what's gonna happen, and it gets super pandering. Like, you feel for this character that you just killed off. So probably like with Mystique, honestly. Which I actually like Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique. I haven't seen Dark Phoenix, so I could once I see that movie, I probably will change my mind completely. But whenever I do see it, because it's not in the library. But even in this movie, she's pretty good. I do actually recommend you seeing this. It's on TV now. There's not a whole lot that they would censor on TV. They have an F word too, but there's not a whole lot they'd censor on TV. So you won't feel like you cheated or whatever. It's like PC police on the network television, which I don't like watching movies on television, but I would recommend you watch this on television, or if it should be super cheap. I think it's probably find this Blu-ray for $5 somewhere. And you know what you can do? You can if you really want to do this, you can keep the digital code and give the movie to someone else. You can sell it at a yard sale or sell it on Letgo and get $5 for it, or less, because they probably say, hey, I found on Amazon for $5. But I do recommend this, not just for this scene, but for the entire movie. It's just a slight recommendation. Again, I'm not saying you have to buy 70 copies, but it's buy the Blu-ray right away. Maybe you can watch it on TV, because it isn't all that bad. It has good scenes in it, especially that Magneto scene, and you can watch the deleted scene, that deleted mall scene that I was gonna talk about, but I decided against. But yeah, it's pretty much it. I also didn't want to make this 10 minutes long, because I'm sure you have a lot of videos to watch, and I really want to just read this. Get back to reading this. This is good. It's a good X-Men book. It's X Factor by Peter David. This is volume 4. You probably don't want to start with volume 4. That's probably not the best place to start. But Peter David's run is pretty good. I do like it. Some issues are a lot less good than others, but it's understandable.